This is the popcorn stitch. You can see I have these little bumps all over the front of my fabric that kind of resemble a bauble. You can work on any number of stitches. There really is no set pattern for this. You can just place them wherever you want them to be on your fabric. And like I said, you can work with any number of stitches, so it's pretty easy to do. And all you need to do is knit until you reach the point where you want to put the popcorn stitch. And then what you're going to do is turn one stitch into four. So I have this stitch here, next stitch on my left needle, and what I need to do is turn that into four. So what you're going to do is knit into the stitch, but don't drop it off the left needle. Bring the yarn to the front of your work and purl into that same stitch. Still leaving it on your left needle. You want to take the yarn to the back of the work again and knit. And then one last time, bring the yarn to the front of your work and purl into that same stitch. And then you can drop it off the left needle. So you can see you've turned that one stitch into four. And then you're just going to keep going until you get to the next spot that you want to put a popcorn stitch. I'm just going to go right here, I think. So again, you knit into the next stitch on your left needle, but don't drop it off, just leave it on there. Bring the yarn to the front of the work and purl. Yarn goes to the back of the work and knit. And then one more time, yarn to the front and purl. And then you can drop the stitch off your left needle. And I'm just going to finish the row here. Like I said, there is no set pattern. You can put these little popcorn stitches anywhere on your fabric. You can put them just here and there, or you can maybe get a piece of graph paper and chart them out so they're even, whatever you want to do. Oops. Okay, now this is the row we're going to finish the stitch. So just knit until you get to the place where your stitches are the 4 in 1. And it can be a little tricky to identify at first, but once you do a few of them, you will get the hang of it. Okay. Here are my extra stitches where I have the 4 in 1. And to decrease these back down to 1 stitch, you're going to slip 3, knit 1, and then pass the slipped stitches over. So slip 3, there's 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to knit that last stitch here, and then just pass those 3 slipped stitches over the knit stitch. Just like this. Pick it up with your left needle, pull it over, and drop it. And last one. And that's it. And just continue working until you get to the next one. So again, all you have to do is slip 3 stitches, and then knit 1, and then pass those 3 slipped stitches over the knit stitch. There's 1, 2, and the last one. And then just finish the row. Okay, now they're a little bit hard to see when they're snugged up against the needle, but you can kind of tell where they are. There's one there, and then there's my second one. They will stand out better once you knit the next row or two, and I find sometimes that I have to kind of push them out from the back a little bit, but like I said, I do think they are a little bit easier than baubles. And you can see here are the little popcorn stitches.